Alright, so the clock has struck 6 and it's time for us to get started. So I welcome you all to the very first session that I'm holding for the Management Accounting batch today. So very briefly, I'm going to give you the agenda for today's session. So what all are we going to discuss today is that first we are discussing, firstly I'm giving you a welcome message. Then I'm going to tell you about myself, so about the instructor. Then I'll tell you about the recent pass rates that have been there for management accounting exam. Then we'll discuss about the syllabus a little bit, although the syllabus we are covering in proper detail once we begin with the course. But just to give you an overview as to what all will you learn in the management accounting exam, I'll give you an overview of the syllabus. Then I'll also tell you some reasons why students are not able to clear this exam, and then how you can actually pass this exam. Then I'm going to tell you how we teach at ACCA, how the methodology is going to be, and then I'm going to open the floor for questions. So if you have any questions you want to ask, you can answer. You can ask those questions, and then I'll answer everyone. Alright, so now beginning with the welcome message first. So I welcome you all wholeheartedly to the management accounting batch that I'm starting. For few of you, it may be your first ACCA exam also. So not only do I welcome you to the batch, but I also welcome you to the ACCA course, the professional qualification as a whole. So welcome to this world of entering into a professional qualification. Now over here, I'm going to address all of your queries. I'm going to ensure that whatever content I'm delivering, it's clear to you, you've understood things, and you're also practicing things so that ultimately you're able to clear the exam. Now over here I'm going to help you to learn the course. I'm going to help you how to study this exam, and even if once you have cleared the exam, you are progressing further in your ACCA exams, could be about the skills level, could be about the professional level, I'm going to be there to guide you, to mentor you in any other exams that you give further after this also. So for your entire journey, you can consider me as your mentor. I will help you with any queries that you face during your entire journey. So now I'm quickly going to just give an introduction of myself to you. So over here you will be able to see the slides. This is a brief about me, tutor introduction, just to give you all an overview over here. So my name you all know, Tushita Gupta, and I'm an ACCA affiliate. So I hold double bachelors. Number one, I've done my BCom honors from Delhi University, and secondly, I've also done the BSc Applied Accounting from Oxford Brookes University. So this is about my qualifications. Now talking about my work experience, I have been I earlier worked in the audit domain in one of the big fours. I quit because of multiple reasons, and now I follow my passions. I work in the stock market proper 9 to 5 Monday to Friday for the stock market, and then on the weekends and in the evening when I have time, I follow my passion for teaching. So this is about my work experience. Now talking about teaching, mentoring, I have been doing mentoring and guidance. I've been giving since the past 2 years, and full-fledged teaching and everything I've started for about a year now. So this is a brief about me. Now before we move further into the session, there are quite a few people that I can see over here in the meeting. I would want you all to give like a quick introduction. You let us know your name, you can let us know what all exams have you cleared, if any, and what is your qualification right now. Are you in college, are you working anywhere? So just a little bit so that you get to know who all are the people who you're going to be studying with. So we can probably start with Afnan.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Good evening.
Myself Afnan. I just started my ACCA journey on May 1st,
Okay,
and I cleared my BT paper recently,
congrats.
and currently I'm doing FA.
Alright, that's great. So MA is going
And
to be your third paper.
yeah,
That's
and
great.
I'm in between a small break from the
Okay.
institution.
Okay. Great.
So I found your page in Instagram and was able to join now. And
All
I
right.
don't know much about you and your team and the
Okay, no worries. So about me, I've told, and if you have anything else that you would like to ask, feel free and ask me. And regarding the team, so basically we are just two people who started this, and we are running this together. I am one of them, and the second one is Punya. We have been school time friends. We basically are friends for more than about 12 years now. So that's how long we have been friends. We started the qualification together, studied together, and became ACCA affiliates together. So this is what our journey has been, and now we guide and mentor students in their ACCA journeys. So this is what we do. Yes. Now moving to Amina.
Hi everybody, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm from Pakistan, but I'm residing in Saudi Arabia currently.
Okay.
And I started ACCA this year. I cleared my BT exam in June,
Congrats.
and now I am pursuing the management accounting exam. I'm preparing for that, and I'm really excited to join this class and get good score. And I'm currently working with one of the US firms remotely as an accountant.
Okay.
So, uh, either
That's
yeah,
great.
that is the reason of doing ACCA.
Uh
And
huh.
I do have a qualification of bachelor's in computer science back from my country, but since I switched my career, so I want to pursue ACCA. Yeah,
Alright, that's
that's from
great.
my side.
That's great. Good to know you, Amina.
Thank you.
Vivek, Vivek, are you there? Okay, in the meantime, he responds, maybe Chaya, you can begin. Oh, alright,
Good
Vivek
evening,
is there
ma'am.
too. Vivek is there too. Let's go sequentially. Yes, Vivek.
Hi everyone, I am Vivek Yadav. I am from Nepal. Uh, and this is my first subject in engineering test.
Alright, that's great. So, this is going to be your first exam?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, and what's been your qualification so far? Have you completed school?
Yes, ma'am. 12 pass.
Okay, that's great. Welcome here, Vivek. Now coming to Chaya, yes.
Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Chaya Chatrani. I
Okay.
have cleared two papers. First, FA during April, and the second BT last month only.
Okay.
And I am also pursuing BCom. I am in second year.
Alright, that's great. Okay, let's move further. Moving to Gia now. Gia, are you there? I can see you're on unmute, but we cannot hear anything.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Hi, good evening. So I'm a third year student at Dolathram College DU,
Okay.
and I've cleared three papers till now: BT, FA, and F4, and this is going to be my fourth paper.
Alright, that's great. That's great. Okay. Who's next? Nayan, would you like to go ahead?
Hi, good evening. My name is Nayan. I'm currently in Symbiosis. I'm pursuing my BCom with ACCA with exemptions.
Okay. So you're getting MA exam also exempted?
Yes, exam are exempted, but कॉलेज कॉलेज में पेपर हो रहा है.
Okay, alright. So I think Mayank just joined. Mayank, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I have just cleared my 12th standard and currently pursuing BCom honors and started my ACCA journey and completed my two papers of BT and MA.
Alright, that's great.
Oh, BT and FA, sorry.
Okay, BT and FA you've completed. That's great.
Yes.
Uh, Moving further now to Sadia. Sadia, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
So I'm Sadia. I'm from India, but I reside in Oman.
Okay.
I've started doing ACC this year. I've cleared my FA on the 9th of this month, and I'm preparing for BP. I'm deciding to give this exam before the 16th of this month, as I will be going to India. Then I'll be preparing for my MA.
Alright, that's great. Parneet just got in. Hi Parneet, would you like to introduce yourself? You're on unmute, but we cannot hear anything, Parneet. Okay, while she joins, Yuvraj, would you like to go ahead? Yuvraj, we cannot hear you also. Parneet and Yuvraj, if anyone is able to connect to audio, please give us your introductions. Okay, perhaps you can use the chat box. If the mic is not working, we'll read your introduction from the chat box. Alright. So while they do that, I am taking you to the next slide that is there. Now this slide is showing you the correlation. Now what you're studying over here in MA, this is the foundation to what you're going to, add on to in your future exams. So MA, FMA, it actually takes its basics from MA1 and MA2. That's for usually for those people who did not had 11th and 12th commerce. That's why they have to go for the fundamental level. But usually we start from BT, FA, MA. So MA is the first paper in which you build your base. Now whatever you're learning over here in the MA exam is what becomes the foundation for your PM and FM exams. So whatever you're learning over here, PM and FM are going to continue from where you leave over here. Now on Netflix, if you see, whenever you're watching a movie or a show, you see that till the place where you watched the episode, the next time you open Netflix, they'll ask you to continue watching from that very place. So this is what happens in MA also. Now whatever you're going to leave MA at, PM and FM take off from where we left off. So that is why it is so important for you to understand that the base that you form over here, you're basically, think of maybe constructing a building. So when you're constructing a building, when will the building be the strongest? When you have a strong foundation. Is that right, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so that's why when you're learning MA, make sure that you're not only learning just to pass and score good in the exam, but also think from it from a future perspective. You are building a base for the future. So clear concept so well that when something is adding on to it, you have no backlog from the past, because baggages from the past only add on to worries later, right? So ensure that everything that you're doing right now, you understand every bit of it, so that when you learn continuation later, you're going to be able to pick up things easier, right? So that's why I'm emphasizing so much on what we learn in the MA exam. Usually when students come to me, so I tend to mentor and guide a lot of students, and sometimes I come across students who have not been able to succeed in PM or FM exams. So 90% of them have this thing in common, that they probably took exemptions for the MA exam, or they did not study it very properly, so the basics are not clear. Now when you add more to the basics, because the basics itself are not clear, they are not able to understand the concepts of PM and FM also. So this is the entire importance and the reason why you should pay attention to the concepts that you learn over here. And now when PM and FM is done, the concepts that you've learned from MA you apply in PM FM, and if you go ahead with APM, then what you learned in MA, PM and FM also gets carried forward to your APM exam. So that is why you are in a way building the foundation for your future papers. So make sure that whatever you're studying over here is absolutely crystal clear to you conceptually. Just being able to solve numerical questions but you do not understand the concepts, this is not going to help you. Everything that you see over here is supposed to be crystal clear to you. You can ask me numerous times, I'll be happy to clarify things to you, but I want to give you a strong base. I want that you people would be able to remember that yeah, we studied MA from her, and because we had a good base we were able to understand things in PMFM easily. So that's what I want to do for all of you. Alright, now moving further, the next thing that I want to discuss are the passing rates. I am going to open a Word document over here on which I'll be typing things so that you'll also be able to see them simultaneously. Alright, are you able to see this? Please confirm if the Word document is visible to everyone. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So the next thing that I'm going to discuss are the pass rates which are there for the MA exam. Now give it a guess, what according to you would the pass rates look like? According to you, how much do you think the pass rates would be?
68.
68. Have you already seen them before?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so you're correct. So let me tell you how ACCA releases pass rates. So because these the knowledge level exams are available on demand, so what happens is every person around the world someday or the other is giving the exam. So it's not possible to prepare for ACCA the results on a daily basis. So what do is they publish the pass rates for MA on a half yearly basis. So every 6 months they are releasing the pass rates. So I'm going to type in front of you the pass rates that have been there for the 4 data that we have. So 68% has been the pass rate for June 24. Before that, December 23, the pass rate was again 68%. Then for your June 23, it was 63%. And then for your December 22, it was 61%. So usually you can say that the pass rate fluctuates around 61 to 70%. So this is the range in which the passing ratios are there for your MA exam. Now what does this passing ratio mean? Out of every 10 students who appear for the exam, 6.8 or roughly 7 students are able to clear the exam. Now why are the 3 students who are there not able to finish their exams, not able to pass their exams? So we'll discuss that also. Now any queries till what we have done so far? This is all generic. I'm just introducing the subject to all of you. Are we good till here, everybody? Yes, Afnan?
So basically, what this MA subject has in
Yeah,
it?
I'm coming to the syllabus after this. I'm
Okay,
talking
okay, okay.
about if what we've done so far is clear to all of you. Great. So we move further and now we'll talk about the syllabus that's there for this exam. Now the syllabus is quite lengthy. I would say it's covering a range of topics which prepare you for your future exams like I've been mentioning. So the first topic of your syllabus is nature, source and purpose. Instead of me typing this out, let me take you to the ACCA website and show it to all of you how your syllabus actually looks like. So I'm just opening the MA syllabus on ACCA website and presenting that to you. Now how do you see the syllabus? I'm showing it to you so that even if you want to refer to that document, you will be able to find where you can find that. So over here I am presenting my Google to you. I have just typed ACCA MS syllabus. So over here this is the PDF that's available for the management accounting, but this is the older one. Alright. Right, so here's the latest one. You see, this is applicable from September 2024 to 2025. So every year ACCA basically revises the syllabus. Why do you think ACCA revises the syllabus, everyone? A generic question that I am putting to everyone, whoever may want to answer. Why do you think ACCA keeps revising the syllabus every time? Do they just like to do it just because to trouble you guys? Or is there actually a reason why they do that? To stay updated? Yes, exactly, Afnan. So ACCA wants that whoever is clearing ACCA exams becomes ready for the professional world. So they are trying to bring in changes every year so that they update the syllabus according to what the skills that are required in the actual corporate world. So that's the reason why ACCA keeps changing the syllabus. Now going through the syllabus over here, so you see the first topic that you have in the syllabus pertains to the nature, source and purpose of management information. Now you all have, out of the batch that we have over here, you all have done your 12th. So you know about financial accounts. Anyone who would want to quickly summarize what are financial accounts? Yes, Mayank, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, basically, financial account tell us and summarize about the all the main things about the balance sheet, cash flow, and statement of profit and loss.
Right. So can I say that it's a record of the historic transactions of a business?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now this is the financial information about a company. Now who all can see this financial information? Who all can see financial information about a company?
Internal and external shareholders,
Exactly, the
stakeholders.
stakeholders, right? So internal stakeholders will be the managers, the employees, probably the owners, and then external stakeholders will be probably the government because they want taxes from you. Could be some NGOs who want to, dig into your business, whether to find out, you're not doing anything illegal or any social issue that you guys are causing. So financial statements are primarily accessible to the general public in large. I am talking about the companies which are listed on stock exchanges. So every stock exchange in the whole world has this as a basic minimum requirement that every company is required to publish their financial information. The P&L, the cash flows, the balance sheet, everything is required to be published annually. Now when you talk about management information, what does this tell you? What is management information? Yes, I want it to be an interactive class. Mayank has already given a few answers. Anyone who's not spoken so far who would like to explain? Anyone else? Even Jia gave an answer. I want everyone to participate. Yes, Sadia, go ahead.
To me, management information is similar to management accounts, which is internal information is much detailed, which
Right,
the external people cannot see. These
exactly.
are the managers, the management, and employees can only see them.
Exactly. So, management information, as the name suggests, this is that information which only management has the access to. So, it could be about the company's future plans, what the company is planning to do. You would not want to, reveal your future plans to everyone, because there are competitors who might try to copy you. So there is some confidential information about the company, could be about future plans, could be some research that they are doing. So this is all management information. This information remains within the company only for the use of the employees. The managers are also at the end of the day employees of the company. So management information is the core topic, and over here you learn what's the nature, what's the source, and what's the purpose of this management information. I am again telling you, this is just a brief overview that I am giving you of the syllabus. We are going to do everything in detail, chapter wise, according to the content from the study hub. Now moving to the second syllabus area, over here you see data analysis and statistical techniques. So data analysis, anyone, I'm sure every one of you have heard the term data analysis or data analytics. Anyone who can quickly summarize what do we mean, basically just the basic idea behind data analysis? Anyone? What's data analysis? Okay, Mayank, you can answer this time.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, basically, I'm not sure about
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
but
go
like
ahead, don't worry. You don't have to
data
be right,
analysis
we're all here to
basically
learn. Yes.
do all the technical parts to to gather the information about a particular thing and
Alright,
the history of that thing
great.
to like how it operates and all that.
Absolutely. So, I would like to explain this with an example. Now, think of Google. How many searches do you think, happen on Google every day on a daily basis? What did I just do to show you the syllabus? I also did a Google search, right? So the data, think of the data that Google collects while people are searching so many times. In every corner of the world, someone or the other is searching something on Google. So think of the data that gets accumulated with Google. Do you think it will be of a very high volume? It will be too much data which they are able to collect? Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes. So what do companies do? Companies, want to analyze what a customer is looking for at what point of time. So you would have also seen how, hypermarket stores like Blinkit, like Grofers, Instagram, Swiggy, Swiggy, Instamart. So these are all hyper local markets. What they do is they study the data that at this point in time, this person who lives here ordered this thing. So let's suppose if I go to my office every day in the morning, I order milk from Blinkit every day at 8 a.m. in the morning. So Blinkit uses the data of the orders. Google uses the Google searches data to find out how much, how many customers are there who are demanding a thing at this particular time. So now if Blinkit knows that I'm going to order milk tomorrow also at the same time, don't you think they can make their operations faster? They can keep the milk ready at the nearby store which is close by my home, so that they can deliver it quickly. Do you think this will help businesses? Guys, I want answers from you.
Yes, ma'am.
This will help businesses, right? They will become more competitive. They'll be able to give better quality services to their customers. So data analysis is just, analyzing the data. As the name suggests, you have data that is getting collected in your company. You try to read through it, you try to run some methods on it, so that you're able to find some information which actually helps your business to do better. So this is what data analysis and statistical techniques will talk about. Statistical techniques, I'm sure you would have studied in school also. Stats we all did at a very basic level. Mean, median, mode, the averages, we're talking about the types of distributions. So this is what we are going to do in this unit. Now talking about the third unit, this is regarding cost accounting techniques. So there are basically different methods for accounting for different sorts of things. For example, like in your financial accounting, you have different types of accounts: nominal account, real account. So over here also, the main components that we are going to discuss about the types of costing. So you learn, whenever you're talking about management information, management is talking about the production in a business. Management accounting as a whole, as a subject, was developed when industrial revolution was going on. So when industrial revolution was going on, every business was focusing on producing on a mass scale. उस time पे at that time every the goods that were produced, they were large scale made factory goods. So everybody wanted to maximize their own profits in a manufacturing setup. So a lot of what we learn in the management accounting is going to be related to the manufacturing setup. So whenever you're manufacturing anything, let's suppose I have this water bottle in front of me. So if I'm manufacturing this water bottle, I'm going to need what all? Can you guys tell me? To manufacture a water bottle, what all will I need? Yes, answers. To manufacture a water bottle, what all will I need?
If it is a steel water bottle, obviously
Alright,
you'll
so
need a
basically
steel.
the
Yeah.
raw material, whatever is the base of my product, it could be a steel water bottle, it could be a plastic water bottle. So whatever is the raw material, firstly I'm going to need the materials. Then what comes next?
Maybe a
Budgeting.
manufacturing unit.
Manufacturing units, so I'll probably have to buy some machines, then those machines will be run by the workers, so I'm going to hire people also. So material, labor and overheads. What are overheads? Does anyone know? What are overheads? Yes, Sadia? Okay, Mayank, you can answer.
No, like she can.
Sorry, what are overheads?
No, she can answer. She was the first one to.
Alright. Sadia, are you there? Okay, Amina.
So it's like an additional cost not directly related to the production of the material or the item that we're producing.
Right. So basically, overheads can be of both types. They can be direct overheads also, or they can be indirect overheads also. So direct overheads are the ones which are directly related to your production. We'll do this all in pretty, detailed manner, but just to give you an overview, anything which is extra to the production is what we classify as overheads. So for example, if we are running this factory to make water bottles, I've purchased my material, I've hired my labor, but don't you think I'll also have to pay rent for my factory? Right?
Yes,
I'll
right.
have to pay the electricity bills. So these are all examples of overheads. These may not be directly linked to my production, but without all of these things, I'll also not be able to do the production. So these are my overheads. Now, the cost accounting techniques unit of your syllabus, we are going to discuss this and a few more things. I'm not going to confuse you with the details right now, just giving you an overview. Then we talk about budgeting. Now, who over here can tell me what a budget is?
It's like an annual statement. We'll prepare it for future.
Alright, so it's prepared for future. What do you call something that's prepared for the future? It's a plan, right? So budget, you can say, is a plan for the organization that what they are going to do in the future. So as management, is responsible for running the business and also for increasing the profits of the business. If you want to do something good, you'll always have to plan for it, right? Do you agree with me, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So, because management also wants to do good for the company, they create their budgets, they plan what they are going to do in the coming times. So budgeting also is one such area which you will be learning. As people who are working in the management of a company, you would be required to set budgets for your organization. So this is again a topic which is a core syllabus area for your management accounting exam, and this also comes up in your PM exam. I also teach PM students, so budgeting is something which I am currently also teaching them. So you know that how important these syllabus areas are. Coming further to your syllabus area E, which is about standard costing. So once you are preparing a budget, let's suppose I am again continuing with the same example of manufacturing this water bottle. So if I want to manufacture the water bottle, I have found out, I have estimated that for every water bottle, material is going to be 50 rupees. For the labor, it's going to be 10 rupees, and overheads is going to be 10 rupees again. So 50 plus 10 plus 10 gives me 70 rupees of cost. Now when I actually go in for production and I've done my actual production, now I will want to find out how efficient I have been. So to find out if I've been efficient or not, I will compare it to my estimates. So according to my estimates, the raw material should have been 50 rupees per unit. Now what I've actually spent per unit is, let's suppose 60 rupees. So do you think I am efficient? Do you think I am efficient if instead of spending 50 rupees I ended up spending 60?
It
Sort
will be a
of.
loss, right?
Yeah,
No.
I'm not efficient because it should have costed me 50, but I actually spent more than that was required, or more than that what should have costed me. So standard costing is about comparing what you should have done and what you've actually done, so that you're able to find out how efficient you have been. Now coming to the last syllabus area, which pertains to performance measurement. This is about what your performance has actually been like. What are the ways, let's suppose now I gave you the example that 50 rupees is what it should have costed me, but it actually costed me 60 rupees. So now I want to reduce this cost, I want to bring this down to 50, right? So over here we are also going to learn how I can reduce my cost, at the same time how I can increase the value that I add to my product. What do you mean by value? What is value? Anyone who would want to tell what's value? Just in general terms, does not need to be related to ACCA. What is value in general? Come
A
on, guys.
product's usefulness or worth.
Exactly. The worth or the usefulness, how much utility you're getting out of it, is what is value, right? So every business wants to increase the utility of the product. If the people need your product more, they're going to buy it more. So in this unit, we're going to learn about how costs can be reduced and how we can enhance, how we can add value to our products. So this is the overview, a brief overview of what your syllabus for the management accounting exam looks like. Do you have any queries over here? Should we move further if we are good so far? Are we good? Can I have some more confirmations? Alright. Now I take you back to the Word document which I was presenting earlier. Sure. So syllabus we've already discussed. Now we talk about the reasons why students are not able to clear the exams. So why do students fail the management accounting exam? Can you guess some reasons why? Can you all guess some reasons why students fail this exam? No, none of you can guess. How about if I don't practice the questions? Do you think that's going to lead me to my failure?
Yes.
So lack of practice is one of the primary reasons why students are not able to clear this exam. Now talking about more reasons, the second reason is delay in preparation to the last day. Now because these exams are available on demand, what students do is that they procrastinate a lot. Yes, Sadia, practice and conceptual clarity, that's great. So when you are having the option to give the exam whenever you want to, you tend to procrastinate a lot because you do not really have a deadline in your mind, right? So if you delay your preparation till the very last day, you're not going to be able to cover everything in sufficient detail and practice sufficiently to be able to clear your exam. Moving further, another reason is not following the instructions. Whatever is it that I am going to tell you all is going to lead you to your success. So if you ignore the instructions, if you are not practicing as in when I tell you to practice, as in when I tell you to revise, again you are going to a path which is going to lead you to failure. Now coming to fourth reason, the fourth reason is that not submitting assignments. What will happen if you do not submit assignments? What will happen if you all do not submit the assignments?
Ma'am, we lack practice
You
and
lag in the
confidence.
practice aspect, also with the confidence. So when you practice, when you submit your assignments, you actually know what your position is. So if you know your position, if you're doing good, you're going to continue to do good, and if you're doing bad, then you get a wake up call. Hey, listen, the exam is coming close and you're not scoring good, so work a little bit more harder. So instead of actually failing in your actual exam, it's good to make some mistakes over here, to learn as much as you can over here in the assignments, in the tests that I conduct, so that you're able to clear the actual exam when you sit for it and you do not end up being nervous. And it also helps you become familiar with the concept as well as the type of questions that can come up in your actual exam. Now coming to the fifth reason, that is not attending the classes. What happens if you do not attend the classes?
We miss out on concepts.
Exactly. The concepts which you are, going to be paying for, any, this course that you're taking is not for free. You're going to pay for it. So take full benefit of it. Attend each and every class. And the next point that I'm going to say over here is be participative. If you're not being participative, you've just logged into the class and you've gone somewhere else, you're roaming here and there, you're doing some other work, you're not listening, you're not paying attention, that is also something which can contribute to you not being able to clear the exam eventually. And then the last but not the least is not attempting mocks. If you do not attempt the mocks, you do not get to know where you actually stand, what are your weaker areas, what you're supposed to work more on. So mock is like having the exam, but it's not the real exam. So you get to know what all can be there in the exam without having to actually suffer the consequences. So mocks are a great way for you to find out what are your areas of improvement, how are you doing. So it's a great measure of your progress, and it also helps you decide whether or not you're ready to book your actual exam. So these are the reasons, in my opinion, why students are not able to clear the exams. Are we all good so far? Any queries? Sadia, do you have a query? Can I have some more responses? Are we all good? Great. Now I move further. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is what you can do to pass the exam. What to do to pass the exam. So everything which leads you to failure, if you just do the opposite of it, that's going to lead you to passing, right? Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
So to pass your exam, you're going to do lots and lots of practice. So the first step over here becomes lots and lots of practice. Then the second thing that we have written over here is delay in preparation to the last day. So you be consistent with the preparation since the first day. Every day study a little bit, but do not leave the course to be covered till the very end. That is what I would tell you if you want to pass the exam. Thirdly, not following the instructions. So you simply follow the instructions that I tell you. Then the fourth thing that we have written over here is not submitting assignments. So everyone is, not requested, but rather, forced to submit the assignments. You all will be pushed by me. If you you are delaying the assignments, I'm going to follow up. I'm going to be after your life to submit the assignments, because I want all of you to clear the exam in the very first go. Then fifth is not attending classes. So the opposite becomes you attend every class that I hold for you all. Obviously, it's understood that sometimes there will be some circumstances when you're not able to attend the classes. That's understood, but try to attend each and every class. Obviously, there has to be a balance between studies and everything else in life, but ensure that you prioritize this also, because you've chosen this professional qualification for yourself. So give it the required time and attention that it needs. Then the sixth point that we have written is about not being participative. This is something which I serve as a basic requirement to all of you. This is the very first class, the very first introductory session that I'm doing. I'm telling you this on the very first day itself, that I want you all to be very participative. I do not enjoy teaching a batch that remains silent. I want it to be a discussion rather than just me delivering the session, making it a college lecture. This is not that. We're going to have discussions. We're going to participate in the entire session. I will tell you things, you will also tell me things. We are both going to learn from each other. So I want all of you to be very participative. Whenever I'm asking, whenever you have something input which you can add on to the content that I'm delivering, please feel free to participate. I would encourage participative students. If you're someone who just wants to have a look at the concepts and then you're done, I do not want students like that. I want participative students. And then the seventh point that we have written is about not attempting mocks. So you all have to attempt the mocks which I give you. So if you do everything that I have written over here, nobody can stop you from clearing this exam with good marks. So if anyone who joins this course, I'm going to have this as a promise from all of you. You promise me that you're going to give me all these 7 points that I have listed over here. This is how you can ensure that you're able to pass the exam. Now, do we have any queries? Should I move further? Are we good till here? Everyone? Great. So I move further to the very last thing which is there in the agenda before we have the question and answers. Now I'm going to tell you how I'm going to teach. What's my teaching methodology? How am I going to teach? So my teaching methodology is something like this. The very first thing that I have for you in store is live classes. This entire batch is fully live. Everything that I explain to you is going to be live online. So you have a real time conversation with me. Whenever you have a query, you stop me then and there and you ask your queries. Now there is one thing which will be a query of a lot of students, that will recordings be provided. So recordings will only be provided if you inform me in advance that you are not going to attend the class, along with a reasonable justification, a genuine reason why you will not be able to attend the class. And if you follow through the recording and then you'll give me a confirmation that you've attended that, and if you have any queries you'll ask those queries. So these are the two conditions that I have if you want to miss a class and you want to watch the recording of that class. Only the recording will be given to someone who informs in advance. If you do not tell me in advance, there's no recording. Alright. Moving further to the next thing, you are going to get my handwritten notes. So for your revision purposes, you're going to have the access to my handwritten notes. These are going to be very handy for your revision purpose when you're just a few days to the final exam. Then the next thing that you're going to get is the active WhatsApp group. Till now the WhatsApp group was inactive because the course has not started, but after we start off with the concepts, the group is going to be an interactive place where you can discuss with each other also about concepts, about the questions that you have doubts in, and you can help each other out. Obviously, if there's any question which none of you are able to solve, I am there to help you out there, 360 degree full support from my side to you guys in answering all of your queries. Now moving further to my methodology, it's about a regular evaluation. So I'm going to, the way depends on me. How do I do this? Am I going to take assignments? Am I going to take tests? But you're going to have a regular evaluation. Whatever you are being taught, I'm going to from time to time evaluate whether or not you're all on the right track. This will help me also to see what's your progress, and you will also be able to see where you actually stand and whether or not you're ready for the exam. Then you will have doubt clearing directly by the tutor. So a lot of institutes that you go to would usually have a teacher assistant answering your queries, but over here any query that you have is going to be answered specifically by me. So this is something different which I am doing from the other tutors. You're going to have the access to me for all of your queries, and I am only going to be the person who answers the queries that you have. I will come to the questions later. Once let me finish this. Then the next thing is that I'm going to give you mock exams, writing it in caps because this is the most important thing. Once we are done with the syllabus, I'm going to evaluate you with the help of mock exams, and I'm going to tell you your weaker areas. I'm going to tell you what you can improve upon, and then ultimately I'll give you a thumbs up for booking the final exam. And then last but not the least, we're also going to have revisions once the syllabus is done and you all want to quickly revise the syllabus in short. We're also going to have revisions wherein we revise the syllabus in short manner. So this is how my methodology is going to be. This is how I'm going to teach over here in this being ACCA course. Now I open the floor for any of the queries. I already have one question in the chat box, so I'll answer that first, and then I'm going to take all of you one by one. So Sadia has asked whether study planners will be provided. So if you are a person for which planners work, definitely I'm going to make a planner for you, and that planner will be shared with everyone who enrolls for this course. Planners usually it's a paid facility over here at being ACCA, but if you take the course, I'm going to give it to you as a part of the course, complimentary. Alright, now I can see some hands raised. Alright, so Sadia, do you have any query? Alright, Afnan, do you have a query?
Yeah, ma'am. Uh, uh, First of all, according to me, I'm doing FA right now.
Okay,
It's an offline section, and few days back I started the class.
okay.
And currently, the class is next class is on August 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, sitting around here and thinking like, what will happen if I choose MA also with along with FA? Like, if I join here in MA, will it be a risky task or should I do one
So
paper at a
you
time?
intend to prepare for both of the papers together? Are you studying ACCA full time?
Yeah, I'm studying ACCA full
Alright,
time.
then you can appear for both of these exams together. It's absolutely alright. If you happen to miss a class because you had an overlapping class, then I'll be happy to give you the recording.
Okay, ma'am, one more doubt about
Yeah.
the like
Mm-hmm.
you told it's paid
Yes, it is paid.
about the fees and structure. Can you please tell?
Right. So the fee structure also I'll write it down over here. So the fees is 5,999, but for the first five students, for five students who are the first to enroll, I'm going to give a 15% discount. This is what the fee structure is like.
And also, ma'am, have you planned the schedule for the class and what time will it be?
So regarding the schedule, this will be covered in your planner. How I intend to cover the things and how I will, on what dates will I be covering what topics. And with regards to the timing of the classes, I'm going to once we have the finalized batch, I'm going to probably take a survey from you all, probably do a poll. What time will suit the majority also and me also because I'm working full time. So we will discuss as to how often we'll hold the classes and what will be the timings for these classes.
So basically, since you're working, it will not be like in between 9 and like 5 or something.
Yeah, it'll be in the evening if we do the classes on the weekdays.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Gia, I think I've answered your question also. Do we have any other queries?
No, that was all. Thanks.
All right. Okay, so if you, yes, Mayank.
Yes, ma'am. Can you just again tell me the timings related to the classes?
So, like I was telling you earlier, also, once we have the finalized batch, the people who actually enroll for the course, I'm going to run a poll by you all. What suits the majority and also me, that timing is going to be chosen.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Amina, do you have a query?
Yes, I want to know how we can make the payment and enroll in the class.
For
Can you?
making the payment, I'm going to. So you're not from India, right?
Yeah, I'm in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so you can probably arrange for a bank transfer or PayPal, something like that.
Okay, I will try.
Yeah,
I'll try the bank
yeah.
transfer.
We'll discuss this on a one-on-one basis on over WhatsApp. But if you
Okay,
have any other queries, then you can let me know.
okay, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Any other queries? Yes. Yes. What's the query? I think Sadia's hand has been raised by mistake. She is not asking any queries. Yes, Afnan.
Ma'am, Sadia has asked in the comment box how
Okay.
many months and weeks will it take to complete this MA?
How many months or weeks will it take to complete this course? See, if the
Yeah, ma'am.
majority of you are full-time students, we can hold the weekday classes in the evening and the frequency will be like probably 3 to 4 days a week. So we can finish the course in around 1 to 1.5 months. 1.5 months is what I can say if we have classes 3 days a week. But if you happen to choose only the weekend classes, then it's going to take time, because I do not want to rush the syllabus. As I mentioned in the very beginning also, I want the concepts to be crystal clear for you all, because we are building the base and foundation over here. So I do not want to give you a weak base. Instead, I want to give you the strongest base possible for your management accounting, so that you are able to understand things, grasp things quickly in your PM, FM and APM. So this is what the timeline will look like. If we go for the weekly classes where we study on the weekdays 3 or 4 times a week, then we can cover the syllabus in about 1.5 months. But if we go for only the weekend classes, then you will have to take longer classes, and the syllabus is also going to stretch for longer, because we'll only meet twice a week. So it totally depends on what you all choose. I hope I've answered your query. Yes, Maya?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm like, if there is a chance, ki, like if all the students are, the majority students who are participating are full time doing ACCA, so like we will be opting for weekdays, right?
Okay, yes.
So why to do 3 to 4 days, not regular five, the full 5 days?
So we can also have over here two options. Either we have thrice a week 2 hours of classes, or we have 5 days a week 1 hour each. So that also we can mutually decide with each other. Even though I would prefer meeting 2 hours for 3 days a week, because this will help build a flow. If we only meet for 1 hour every day, then the flow does not really get built. But if I'm continuing over a stretch of 2 hours, I'm able to deliver the quality content better.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. Any other queries? If you guys do not have any queries, then we can call it a day. No queries? Alright then, thank you so much. Even if so, when will the actual course start? So once Sadia we finalize with the enrollments, I think we can wait for Tuesday and Wednesday. The actual course, let's begin from the very 1st of August. Alright? Great. So I'm giving you today and the next 2 days for you to decide whether you want to go ahead and enroll, and then ultimately we are going to start off with the course from the 1st of August. And just letting you know in advance, I want to keep this a small batch because we are only meeting online. So I'll perhaps be closing the registrations once I receive about 10 students. I won't be taking a lot of students in this batch. So ensure that, and this filtration is no, there is no filtration that I do. This is only on the basis of first come, first serve. So as soon as you have taken a decision for yourself, make sure that you're enrolling so that the slots don't run out, right? I'm only going to take a limited number of students. So if you do not have any queries, or if you have any other query later, or maybe you do not want to ask in front of everyone else, you always can DM me. I am there in the WhatsApp group which you have joined. So if you want, you can DM me personally with your queries if you could not ask it over here. And if you have any other queries after the session also, please feel free to ask them on the group, or you can DM me. Anugraha is asking, apart from MA, what all papers you can teach. So currently, I have been teaching the. So in the knowledge level, I only teach the MA paper. Probably I'll start off with the law paper later, but for now it's only MA. And with the skills level, I have my expertise in PM and FM. And coming to the professional level, I have my expertise in the AFM exam. So these are the papers that I am currently offering. Great. Do we have any other queries? If not, then you all can exit the meeting, and if you have any further queries, you can definitely DM me. Thank you so much for joining this session. I hope that I'm able to help you with your MA exam, and also I'll be happy to guide and mentor you in the remaining of your ACCA journey. Thank you everyone. Good evening.